So it started this summer when Governor Doug Ducey of Arizona started using containers. It's about 60 miles of land that Arizona claims they have oversight over. And this, again, has been going on since this summer. It's an area in Yuma, Arizona, as a way to fill gaps along the border. There was nothing from the Department of Justice claiming that this was federal land until yesterday, when a lawsuit was filed by the Department of Justice to order Arizona to stop building the barrier and remove the containers in the San Rafael Valley, a few days away from Title 42 expiring. So, they would capture 2,000 or 3,000 illegal immigrants. More than half could be expelled under Title 42. So it's a great tool for Customs and Border Patrol and for ICE and for, again, the Department of Homeland Security.
And they announced yesterday, or day before yesterday, that that's coming to an end. That's
coming to an end. They're not fighting to keep it.
Yeah.
They could have continued to fight to keep it in court, and they did not. And they don't, by the way, they also don't have a follow-up.
Yeah,
plan.
It just expires, and then the next day they sue
Arizona,
the state of Arizona,
to remove that barrier so that illegal immigrants can flood in through Yuma. It is a serious crisis, folks. Doug Ducey said to federal officials earlier this week before they filed the lawsuit, "We will remove the shipping containers," which was only supposed to be a short-term, temporary fix. But only when the federal government commits to a timeline for permanently filling in the remaining gaps at the border, which they're not going to do.
Right.
So he's offering to remove them and says, you federal government come in and build the rest of the wall. This, to me, Logan, it's punishment.
That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like it's any sort of reaction to really what's happening. It's like you said, it feels like a reaction, and to make them feel better in some weird way, to say, we got rid of Title 42. We made Arizona take down their faux wall. And even just the process of removing that is going to be, I can't imagine what it would cost.
They could live in these states and totally ignore it. Like it's not happening. Which is disgusting too, because they're seeing the people, and they're also they see the deaths from fentanyl. They see the migrants that are on the street corners. They see the cities that are overrun. These are cities that they represent.
Yeah, we're looking at a video right now from it. I mean, if they're ignoring it, it's because they just pretend that they're
like a third world country.
Yeah, it's like they pretend they're in Phoenix. They pretend they're somewhere else where you don't really see it as maybe on the daily. Obviously, you see people, but it feels like a major metropolitan area. But hopefully, they will start seeing what they're representing. I mean, look, when you have Gavin Newsom going to the border saying something's got to be done, Democrats have to step up, that's saying a lot.
It tells you so much about what their plan actually is. Their plan is that they want our country to be flooded with illegal immigrants. I mean, I really do think there's no other way to get around it. That because you look at this, you say you are punishing Arizona and Arizonans by filing this lawsuit and putting their lives at risk.